Morning world, and welcome to a rather damp and murky Wednesday the 7th of July. So Biscuit and I are off to Chipping Sodbury to see the glads and deal with a problem, which is a wasp nest in the ground right next to where they've just taken a bit of old beech hedge out, and the fencers are coming in this morning to put a new fence up. It's all to do with subsidence of the house. The customer didn't want the hedge down, but the insurance company said, got to go. So hedge goes, fence goes up. There's a wasp nest in the way. No one wants to go near it. So, Ian, come and get rid of this wasp, please. Okay. On my way. I'm going to leave him too. I'm not going to stop him. But it was a good shot. Dead centre of the lawn. Spot on. Right, as far as me wasps are concerned, that's where they were, in there. We sorted them out. Right, we can put fence up now. All right, that's the customer's missus. So, just had a chat with her and I said, where's your husband? Oh, he's gone to play golf. And I said, you do know he's left the caravan right in the way. It's making it so much harder for us to get the logs out and the timber out. And she goes, oh yeah, well, like, it's got a lock on it, I can't move it. And I said, well, the problem is, we're on an hourly rate. I said, it's costing him more if he leaves the caravan there. She goes, I'll ring him, I'll get him off the golf course, he'll come and shift it. So, which we both chuckled at. And yeah, obviously back to the farm, it's mid-afternoon now. Right, anyway, I've been SOS'd by famous Dave. He needs me to stick a couple of bits of steel together on his build project. Do you remember we had a quick look at it a while ago when he was looking at sort of knocking down gable ends and buildings and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so he's got some of the building done. He's put a piece of steel up, but he needs me to weld a bit to another bit. I don't know. Not quite sure what he wants. So I said, shouldn't it be bolted? He said, he's checked, I can weld it. So, and he's going to nag me until I go and do it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my little welder, which somebody very kindly gave me, and some welding rods, and my mask, because I'll need that. I'm going to go and glue two bits of steel together. And that. Right, actually I'll have that in the cab. I'll need that to charge up a bit. So it needs some, well, ideally it could do with about 20 minutes of sunlight. I'm not sure if it's going to get that though. Biscuit, no, she's going to stay here. I don't want her that close to the road and that close to me welding. Not really. Well, it looks a bit different from the last time we were here. Oh look, it's famous Dave.
Don't ask how we got this up here.
How did you get that up there? All right. All right, Dave.
Blood, sweat and tears.
Was it? And ghoulies around your knees now, I expected it. All right. Oh, what? And it's level as well?
Only bang on.
Is it? All right, okay. I'll come and give you a little pat on the back.
Yeah.
Unless I go climbing through the window then.
Yeah, what's the back on that bit of timber above you? Yeah, in fact, they couldn't get more bang on than they could twice.
All right.
As they say in Western, you can't teach that shit.
Right, you want to stick that bit to that bit?
Yeah, see these with the holes.
Oh, right.
And I was a little bit out
Yeah.
because of that.
Of what?
Well, I measured that alcove.
Oh, in here?
Yeah.
Oh, you measured from here?
Yeah, I measured the steel from there,
Yeah.
and the gable on this side's in the middle of the steel, isn't it?
All right.
Well, it ain't, because it's stepped in 900 mil there,
Yeah.
so it's in the middle of this bit, not the middle of that bit.
All right.
So I'm 4 rolls out.
All right. Okay. Right. We'll have to take a bit of paint off.
That'll be all right. That'll burn through that, won't it?
Well, ideally, it wants to be shiny if you can.
That'll burn through
I
that.
bought my grinder with me to do what we can with it. So.
It's all levelled up. And
All right. All right. Okay. All right.
because there are 2 different size steels, look.
Yeah, I know.
So I thought if you tack them up here, then I can take all this gubbins out.
Yeah. You can put a bolt through later on, eh?
Okay?
You can put a bolt through later on.
I can weld it.
Oh, all right.
Weld it.
All right. Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Professional welder like yourself.
Yeah. Okay. All right. How many years guarantee you put on this?
Eh?
How many years guarantee you put on this?
Like all the rest of them till check clears.
Right. So I can't shine it up first. I don't like welding through paint. But now we can't move it. It's set. Don't ask to look at the welds, because I'm not going to show you.
Right?
Angle grinder gets rid of all the tails. Right, that's that one glued together, and that was the easy one. I could do that going down. Apart from that side, because there was a bloody trestle in the way. It's stuck, ain't going anywhere. That one up there, I think I doubled the weight in the beam with the metal weld I put on that. It's not going to fall down in my lifetime, that's for sure. I think his dumper just had a piss. Did you need that? All right. That's it. Stick the bucket of that in there and you're done.
That's right.
Yeah. It definitely looks a bit different from last time it was here.
Yeah.
It's, eh? All right, okay. Be better to dry then.
Yeah. That's all it went last time.
What, just gabions?
No, it was just the back, the back,
Yeah.
extension, and then just let it all fall down.
Oh.
Well, since I think it was built in 1955, that one.
Oh, was it?
And the bank was a foot up the wall.
Was there a bit of damp in there?
Only in that top corner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But,
So you could put a butyl liner or two down there and let it fall in?
no.
No? Gabions?
Yeah. I dig the lot out.
Well, all that?
All that, right back. You double the size of your garden.
Yeah. Right. That's that bit. Heater controls are turned to on. That comes off there. Don't let me forget it's in there. All I got to do is get all of that in there. Wish me luck. Do I want a funnel? I think I want a funnel. I washed it out, and even if I haven't, it's the right colour, I'll make one. You see, when we were kids, we had something called Blue Peter, and they used to make us learn to make things. Yeah, that's the top of my rocket ship there, look. That'll work nicely, I reckon. If you're wondering why I bother, it's because at 30 odd quid a pop, this is pre-mixed stuff, 30 quid a pop, I can't really afford to waste it. I'll put that lid in there as well. So, right, this is a bit windy for this, but that Ribena lid fits almost exactly in there. Lots of gurgly noises. So apparently it's going to take both of these. We'll soon find out. Maybe not all at once. You may or may not notice this has got Ford on it. That's because I got this from our local Ford garage. I got some glycol ethanol, or ethanol glycol, whatever it is. I got it. But mine is coloured blue, and it was recommended I didn't mix them. So although we pretty much drained the whole system on here, there's probably still a bits of the pink, this stuff left in there in the heater matrix and stuff like that. So I decided to go with this. So I rang our Land Rover dealer, and for 10 litres of this, it was £115 plus VAT. I went to my Ford dealer, and it was 66 quid, which was still way too expensive, but yeah. Only a fool and the money are easily parted. Right, so I'm going to put all this within here, and then I'm going to have a little look around for leaks. I saw that go in there. Apparently you're supposed to wear gloves with this stuff because it's nasty. Go in there. Go down there. Right then. Gently does it. Right. Well, it's definitely coming out of the overflow out there with the bubbles. There's no way that's full already. No way. Really? That looks a bit green actually, doesn't it? There's the odd bubble coming out of there. Right. Well, maybe now's the time to start it up and get the pump going. Heater matrix on, fan off. Yeah, I'll put that in there just in case. Right, let's see what that does. There's the current level. So luckily the way the vehicle's parked, this is pretty much the highest point. So plenty of bubbles coming out of there, but there's also quite a lot of fluid too. I think the level's gone down now. But not a lot. thought it was going to take more than that. Sure, we flushed out more than that. Right. Well, apparently I've got to let this tick over for a minute or two. Then I got to rev it to 3,000 RPM for a bit, and then back down. So just keep an eye on that level. That's strange, no rev counter. Why is there no rev counter? Something's come unplugged somewhere. So I don't know where 3,000 RPM is. Okay, no more bubbles coming out of there. Thing is, I've still got quite a lot left. So how much was left in the system? Levels about there. Okay, so radiator's in, coolant's in. I've run the engine up, run it through, bled it, turned it off, run it through again. Don't know whether or not I'm getting it warm, because for some reason I've got no, apart from these, the traction control, the ABS and the handbrake, I've got no dashboard lights, and I've got no rev counter. So I've got an electrical fault now. Now before you say check the fuse, I've done the fuses, I checked all the fuses, I took out F12, which is a 10 amp, that's okay. I took out the fuses both sides of it, they're okay. That there, I might have a look at that one there, because I know the AA man plugged into the ECU, not that that's got anything to do with that, but you never know. So yeah, so I've gone through, I haven't gone through all the fuses, but I've gone through a lot of them. But mainly, I mean, I've taken F12 out about 3 times, just to make sure that I wasn't seeing things, and it's up. But engine starts, indicators work, that works, electric windows work, fan works, it looks like, oh no, cigarette lighter works, horn works, windscreen wipers work, so it's just the dashboard lights. Now I really hoped it was just the fuse. It's a 10 amp fuse. I thought, don't know why it's blown, maybe we did something under the bonnet and it blew a fuse, don't know, but fuse is not blown. So, question is, if there's any Land Rover experts out there, particularly with this dashboard, the Puma engine, this is the 2.4, not that the engine size really makes a big difference. What else could it be? Bearing in mind we just take the radiator out and add all the front of the car off and back together. I can't see why that would have anything to do with up here, bearing in mind the batteries are under there. So why have I got no dashboard lights? So I've got no fuel gauge, no temperature, so I don't know what temperature I'm running at, which is a bit of a pain considering we've just done the fluids. I'll turn them off actually. So yeah, I'm gonna do a bit of Googling and maybe make a couple of phone calls and see if I can work out what it is. I'm no auto electrical engineer. I mean, fuses I can work with, but I've done the obvious, which is F12, which says dashboard. Yeah, short of pulling all the fuses, I've seen if I can find one blown, which is possibly the next thing I'll do, if I can be asked. Yeah, why have I got no no rev counter, no temperature, no fuel, and most of the lights on the dashboard don't work. Indicators do, horn does. I'm assuming the lights do. Yeah, lights work. So what's going on? It's going to be something, so there's going to be a connection somewhere. It's just that I don't know where it is. Right, okay, it is just cut to 5 o'clock in the evening. Lads have just gone home. They're almost finished on the job they're doing. I've got to go up to Wotton in the next half an hour, pick up the bread from the bakery for the birds. And then I don't think, maybe I'll give the cattle a bail. I might give them a bail in a bit. So this may not be the end of the video. There may be a little bit more to come. So don't hold your breath, but maybe.